Hi my people, welcome. I'm Lamar Townsend. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, like, and share. And a couple hours ago we did a reading on DJ tWitch, who just recently passed away. By seemingly taking his own life. It's a very sad situation. He was a DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show, which is why you may see a lot of pictures of him with her. And I did get some messages on the last video wanting me to check into the relationship with Steven tWitch boss and Ellen. So this reading will focus on that. I'm going to pull cards in this situation. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to read on Ellen DeGeneres and Steven tWitch boss or DJ tWitch, their relationship with one another. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you would like a personal reading from me, I am available. Do not hesitate to reach out. You can text me at 703-791-9162. I am available for personal readings and international clients. If you are watching this video today, you can reach out for phone readings. Phone readings do have same-day priority specifically. You can also email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. You can also visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com as well. And I would love to read for you. So let's go ahead and get into the reading and see what we've got going on. Actually, before we get into that, I do want to show you all my website. By the way, this is my second YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Lamar Townsend, at Lamar Townsend Official. Alright. And if you would like a personal reading, you can definitely check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. This is where you can go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, and different types of things I offer. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down, check out my Patreon, my podcast, and my Twitch. You can also scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. You can follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook. And if you would like a reading, go right to the store section of my website. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, classes. Like I said, and different types of things I do offer. I do offer email readings. I offer phone readings. I also offer video recorded readings where you send your questions and I record myself doing your reading on my own time and email you the video link to download and keep within 1 to 3 days or less. I also do offer candles. I also offer individual birth chart readings as well as compatibility birth chart readings. I also do offer past life readings, mediumship readings if you want to connect to the spiritual realm, past life readings if you want to learn about your past life. And there's a price point for everyone, so if you'd be interested in any of these things, I also offer classes. Then definitely check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Like I said, I am available for readings, and I would love to read for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the cards on the relationship between DJ tWitch, Steven Boss, and Ellen DeGeneres. And we're black, and let's go ahead and cleanse the cards. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of the stack when you pass reading. Amen, amen, amen. Spirit, what can you tell us about the relationship? Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, my emotions, my space. And those watching this video, amen, amen, amen. What can you tell us about the relationship between Ellen DeGeneres and Steven? Get the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is like a mystical woman, a spiritual woman, a woman with in a position of power, or who wields a lot of power. This could have been Ellen in some way. The High Priestess can also be a mother figure. So I'm wondering maybe what was Steven's relationship with his mother. But also at the same time, I'm wondering, did Steven see Ellen as a mother figure in some way? Or was it there initially, did Ellen present herself this way? Alright, let's see. What was the relationship between Ellen DeGeneres and Steven Twitch Boss? Make sure you all like the video. Thank you all for your support. I get the Queen of Wands as the first card. I don't know Ellen's zodiac sign. I feel like she's a water sign, or I feel like I remember hearing about her being a water sign. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Let me know in the comment section below. But this would be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo female. Once again, maybe Ellen has Aries, Sagittarius, Leo in her chart, unless this is another female who could be prominent in this situation. Once again, this woman shows up in a position of leadership. So there's a lot of feminine energy in terms of leadership. So I'm wondering, did Ellen also put other females in lead positions or lead roles when it came to working on the show? Or like, what was the gender, I guess gender demographics in terms of males versus females in terms of the higher positions at the Ellen show? Alright, throughout the years. Get the Five of Wands. So the relationship between, first of all, the Five of Wands shows up in a placement of money, finances, personal belongings. So the relationship between Ellen, the Five of Wands in particular is a card of drama, inconsistencies, disagreements in particular. Five is a card of communication, intellect, the mind. Five is also not a card. Five is also a number, sorry, of also work and job, one's daily routine, one's approach to health. So there definitely was some discrepancies between pay or money between Steven and Ellen. I'll say allegedly. This is for a YouTube entertainment alleged purposes. Alright. This is all alleged. Wink wink. Alright. But there definitely was some issues with money between Ellen and Steven, Twitch Boss. Alright. Now it's interesting because, you know, when it comes to money, is it just Ellen, or is it Ellen and the producers, Ellen and the executives? You know, who can you really be upset at when it comes to money and maybe feeling like you're not being paid your worth? Alright. But I also heard something about he started as a DJ, but then ended up moving to like a producer on the show or something like that. But still, there's issues with pay, finances here, money. Interesting. What's going on with that, Ellen? Just saying. Once again, allegedly. Alright. Wheel of Fortune, though, shows up in the placement of communication, intellect, the mind. Wheel of Fortune can be forward movement, but Wheel of Fortune can be... how do I explain this? Wheel of Fortune in this position can be the card of... It can be a card of good communication that would indicate forward movement in terms of maybe ideas moving forward, concepts moving forward, things moving to the next level, moving forward. But it's also, it can be a card of like kiss ass, basically. You know, smooching up to the boss. Or the boss promising things, you know, to the employee. Then I get the Three of Swords and the placement of emotions, family, in the home. Three of Swords. Three is a card of truth, opinions, beliefs. Well, debate. It also is associated with debate, one's sense of optimism. Three of Swords in this position, though, would be disappointment. I feel like at some points there was betrayal or emotional disappointment between Steven and Ellen. Like maybe they did have a seemingly good relationship, but then maybe Ellen would do something to slight Steven. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she wasn't thinking about it. Maybe she wasn't thinking about him at all. Maybe she, didn't think he would be offended. But it's like there were little things that were done to Steven that would make him feel offended, or like, I thought we were cool, kind of like energy. Like, I thought you liked me. I thought she liked me. I don't know. It's like, I feel like Ellen is weird. It's like the energy. I don't know why I'm getting this energy of like, one day like Steven walks into the office and it's like, oh, your office was moved. It's like, my office was moved. What do you mean? And then maybe he was demoted to a smaller office for whatever reason, because Ellen wanted someone else to have his original office. Like little things like that where it's like, okay, that's weird. I thought we were cool. I don't know how to feel now. It's like there were little things like that, I feel like. Or like, I don't know why I'm also seeing something about maybe the specific songs he would play while DJing, or like something about the way he would DJ was also like, may have been slightly an issue as well with Ellen. So I feel like I almost want to say little microaggressions, and I don't know if I mean that I don't know if I mean that racially. I'm not getting the energy of race quite yet, but I will say 3 is the number that can deal with race. Alright? So maybe I do mean it. Alright? I'm going to stick to it. Microaggression. I get like microaggression energy. Alright? I'm going to stick to that. Period. You know how it is, in the workplace where it's like, your boss or a coworker or supervisor does little microaggressions against you. It's like, I like that, I don't like that. Trying to micromanage you. Like, I get that kind of energy between these two. But let's pull more cards. The High Priestess shows up once again. Connected to creativity, self-expression. Could be connected to romance. One's confidence. I think to some degree Ellen knew she had the upper hand, obviously, in the relationship or the dynamic between her and Steven. It's almost like she may have known how to get Steven to do what she wanted, She knew how to approach him in certain ways or deal with him in certain ways, maybe after dealing with him for so long, where it's like, I don't know why I keep getting a mother figure as well, or like mother energy. Was there pain with him in his mother? And I'm wondering, did Ellen like use that to her benefit? Well, I'll be your mother, and it's like the teacup and Get Out, where she's kind of like, she has her little spoon and she's like tapping on the teacup. That's Ellen with Steven, which Twitch boss. Alright. Well, anyways, I get the 4 of Cups in the placement of work, job, daily routine. 4 is the number of friends, acquaintances, social group, social networking. I get the 8 of Cups on the placement of one-on-one relationships. These two were work friends. These two were co-workers. I think once, maybe the show ended, or even before the show ended, before the show ended, there was like a disconnect. Where I feel like everything Ellen did in regards to Steven, Twitch boss, was about the show. and making sure he showed up as best as he could for the show. I think Ellen knew some things about him. Ellen knew some things about him. I think maybe Ellen knew he suffered from depression, knew he suffered from like maybe some sort of mental health issues, knew something about family, maybe like she knew something. And she kind of used it to like tweak him or tweak the situation to her benefit. But they weren't as close as they portray themselves to be. They weren't that close. They were co-workers. I get the devil card. And the placement of change, evolution, and growth. At some point, their relationship became toxic. The devil card also shows up in the placement of death. So I'm wondering, maybe before Steven Twitch Boss passed away, were he and Ellen not on good terms? Or what was their relationship prior to Steven Twitch Boss passing? There's some questionable things here. Did Ellen just kind of abandon him and, you know, it's like, okay, well, we're done with the show, so good luck, you know. Was she that way with him, or was there something deeper? Like, you know, there's something here that's kind of fishy. Alright. And I'm not accusing Ellen of anything by any means. You know, I mean, I don't think, you know, I don't think we can blame her for, you know, what happened. You know, unfortunately, you know, based on, you know, reports and, you know, people, you know, the news reporting that Steven took his own life, you know, that was his choice. That Ellen, you know, didn't, you know, do, you know, the action in any way. So, but there's definitely something here. I get the Ace of Wands, and you know what it's bringing up again. I remember watching a video, and I don't know if this was from Sloan on YouTube, but there was a video of this singer Grayson Chance that Ellen DeGeneres, I guess, like, took under her wing initially, but then I guess Grayson, I don't remember when Grayson, he came out like around Justin Bieber when he first came out, but I guess Grayson wasn't as successful, and then Ellen ended up abandoning Grayson, and he just recently came out and talked about his story with Ellen and that whole situation. It's kind of giving me that vibe. Is this the thing she does? I get the Ace of Wands, so this is optimism, forward movement, stepping outside one's comfort zones. Get the Seven of Pentacles connected to career, professional, destiny, status, and society, though. Four of Swords connected to friends, acquaintances, social groups, and the Fool card connected to secrets, stepping outside one's comfort zones. I think they had an interesting relationship. In the sense that it was a professional relationship, but there was something where Ellen, like, knew, I feel like Ellen knew how to trying to choose my words carefully. Ellen knew how to placate Steven Twitch Boss to get him to do what she needed him to do. And to some degree, yes, that may have extended outside of the workplace. How much extends outside of the workplace, I'm not sure. Maybe we can do another reading on that down the line. But I'm wondering what was with the devil card showing up in this position. I'm wondering, like I said, what was Ellen's relationship with Steven, Twitch boss, both prior to his passing. Because I remember saying in the reading I did a couple hours ago on Steven, how I was, like I said, he may have been influenced by someone or something. So I'm wondering what was his relationship with Ellen. Alright, should we ask that next? Let's ask that next. And I think the last question I want to ask is how does Ellen feel about Steven's actual passing? But let's ask this next question. Dang, I forgot the question I was going to ask already. Hold on. It'll come back to me. Okay. I need to figure out how I'm going to word it, though. What was Ellen and Steven, Twitch boss's relationship with one another a couple days prior to his passing? Or what was Steven and Ellen's relationship with one another prior to his passing? What were Steven, Twitch boss, and Ellen DeGeneres' relationship with one another right before or prior to Steven, Twitch boss's passing? Remember to like the video. If you all want your own personal reading, you can text me at 703-791-9162. You can email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. I get the Ace of Wands. This is forward movement. I'm wondering if they were going to work on something together again, moving forward. I feel like that's a possibility they could have worked on something else. Like, it's like kind of energy. I don't know if Ellen went on tour and it's like, you know, I want you to DJ for me while I'm on tour. But I feel like there were talks of like forward movement. Get the Seven of Pentacles connected to money, finances, and personal belongings. 7 is the number of secrecy, life behind closed doors, but need to set boundaries. Their relationship was mainly about money and like work, you all. I get the Queen of Cups. This definitely could be Ellen. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini. Facing the Ten of Swords, which would show up in the placement of emotions, family, and the home. They definitely did not have the best relationship prior to this guy passing, Steven passing. I will say the Ten of Swords shows up connected to family, home, and emotion. So I don't know why I feel like this guy didn't have the best family or home life either. Either growing up or like, you know, the one he ended up like marrying into, or, you know, creating himself. Six of Swords shows up in the placement of work, job, daily routine. I feel like these two were talking about working together or like something. But I get the Eight of Swords in the placement of one-on-one relationships. So these two also had past issues between the two of them that had not yet quite been resolved. This could deal with communication. Things said through the grapevine, things done that are still being held onto in some way, shape, or form. I will also say 8 deals with career, professional destiny, professional environments. Alright? So did these two have the best relationship prior to this guy's passing? I have to say no, and there's something about money. Like either money owed or making money together, continuing to make money together. Or a lack of stability with money. So maybe this could be Steven, because I'm definitely don't see Ellen having any issues with money. With her showing up as a high priestess and things like that. But Steven, this could also be a child, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Scorpio child, a page here. I get the judgment card connected to stepping outside one's comfort zones, higher education, higher learning, optimism, good luck. I get the Three of Pentacles. This is connected to career, professional destiny, status, and society. You know what's interesting? I feel like Ellen or Ellen's team or the Ellen DeGeneres show team actually seeked to control, allegedly I'll say, seeked to control Stephen Twitch Boss's relationship, or to some degree they actually did control Stephen Twitch Boss's relationship or his career. His professional relationships, his career. Interesting. Get the Seven of Swords connected to friendship, stepping or unexpected change. The last card I get is the Star card. I think there's something where, once again, I think these two may have been, I think Ellen and Stephen may have been working on something prior to this guy's passing, or they had talked about something prior to this guy's passing. I mean, it could have been months before, months before this guy passed that they talked about something, but there's definitely something they talked about moving forward. All right. With the Star card, I mean, this could be Ellen, this could be Stephen. The Star card in this position would deal with infamy, though. Infamy. Why would infamy show up here in this question, though? Did they have, what was their relationship prior to this guy's passing? It could be that Stephen Twitch Boss's passing brings Ellen more infamy, actually. Ellen could find a way to switch this around to her benefit, or turn this around to her benefit. Especially because she, Ellen, now I'm wondering if you do magic. See, oh my god, I have so many questions for this damn reading. Alright. Because I feel like Ellen could turn this around to her benefit, because there's so much content out there about her, especially on YouTube, about her not being nice. So for there to be stuff out there of her being so nice to Stephen Twitch Boss while he was alive, but for her to continue to be nice even after, it's like, interesting. Alright, well, we'll have to see how that plays out, but I will say you didn't do any of that for Anne Heche. So I'm wondering what the relationship was with Anne Heche, too. But anyway, we'll definitely be watching Ellen. But these two did not have the best relationship prior to this guy's passing. Either they just were not as close as they used to be prior to this guy's passing, or there were some differences prior to this guy's passing. I feel like it might be more of the latter. They just weren't as close as they used to be. I think that's because largely this was a professional relationship. I think Stephen saw it as more than that. Like, maybe he saw Ellen as someone he could trust and value, and things of this nature. But Ellen just saw him as an employee. And imagine, you, like, I don't know, being the district manager, the manager, or the owner of a store where one of your, God forbid, knock on wood, this is a wood table, where one of your, employees pass away. How would you handle that situation? Of course you would want to honor your employee, for all the great work they did, hopefully, but also at the same time, you would want to honor the employee and also at the same time be mindful of your own public image, your own image. It wouldn't look good to have an employee pass away and for you to not honor them in some way, right? And they helped you get to success. So once again, is this a part of the game? Is this a part of the corporate game here, or is this deeper? We'll have to see how Ellen moves moving forward. My last question is, and I think this will, maybe give us a bit more insight. I don't want this. Child, this reading could be 3 hours, alright? To be honest with you, with all the questions I have. But for now, my last question is, how does Ellen DeGeneres truly feel about Stephen Twitch Boss's passing? How does Ellen DeGeneres feel about Stephen Twitch Boss's passing? Stephen Twitch Boss is kind of a cool name. Sounds like a name of like a boss in a video game, which we mentioned. He mentioned video games in his last reading. That was interesting. Alright, let's focus the energy. How does Ellen DeGeneres truly feel about Stephen Twitch Boss's passing? Spirit, what can you tell us about the situation? Give us the truth, as I know you always will. Without a doubt. Give us some clarity. 5 of Cups. Okay, so she is a bit remorseful. Ellen does have somewhat of a conscience. She is looking back at the times maybe where she wasn't so nice to him. And she's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I wonder if I contributed to this. There is a bit of a conscience, actually, coming from Ellen with this situation, which for me is humbling to see. Alright, I actually like to see that from Ellen. There's also an energy of what could I have done, what could I have said. I get a 9 of Pentacles. She's gonna find a way to use this to her benefit. This is bringing her more spotlight. I do feel like she'll speak out with the Chariot card coming up and the placement of communication, intellect, and the mind. I don't know why I'm seeing, I feel like she, will talk about her memories with Stephen Twitch Boss. Memories on the show, her memories in general. So I don't know if she does an interview or if she does, a special or something like that. I get the 2 of Swords in her actual placement of emotions, family, in the home, though. 2 of Swords is almost like an energy of not knowing how to feel. Once again, I feel like this is partly because they did not have the best connection prior to his passing for whatever reason. And when did the Ellen DeGeneres show end? Didn't that just end last year in 2021, or am I clueless? Final episode, oh, it was this year actually, May 26, 2022. So this was only a couple months ago. It's December now, so May 26th, May, June, July, August, September, October. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So this was 7 months ago, the final episode of Ellen DeGeneres. Now, of course, they probably actually filmed the final episode, what, a week or a month ago? I don't know their filming schedule. Alright. But I thought they ended more like, last year. I get a page of wands connected to creativity, self-expression. Doesn't Ellen have children? You know, I feel like there's something about the children where the fact that the children may be a bit more connected to social media, or the children may have friends connected to social media. There's something about children or youthful people around Ellen who like are clued into the social media sphere, that are like kind of like either keeping her abreast of what's going on, or just keep maybe bringing the situation up in some way. I get the Nine of Swords. She does have some remorse, alright, about things like she did, things she said. The Justice card shows up connected to one-on-one relationships. The Justice card can speak of the legal system, laws, rules, regulation, balance, bringing truth to light. I feel like she's going to say something. I feel like she's going to speak about him or speak about working with him. But with the Justice card coming up, is it like speaking about him in a legal way, or is it speaking about him in like a speaking my truth kind of way? You know? Which does not necessarily have to associate with a legal situation or environment, you know. But the Justice card can definitely speak of legal energy. The Ace of Wands shows up connected to death, evolution, change, growth. I feel like she could do something. I don't know why. I feel like she could honor him in some way. Either, I don't know why, I feel like she could donate maybe towards him. Donate towards like a fund towards him or something like that, or donate something in his honor. I feel like she does something in his honor to honor him. Four of Pentacles shows up in the placement of optimism, stepping outside one's comfort zones. It's actually causing her to go within and close up and really assess, like, okay, and look back at, like, okay, looking back at, like, her times, like, working with people. It's like kind of like she's like, okay, was I nice to this person? It's kind of causing her to reconcile with her past in some way, which gives me even more insight into the fact that like these two had past issues that they did not reconcile prior to Stephen passing. Because I feel like she's going back and she's like, okay, well, what if this person passes and I never reconciled with them? I never apologized to them. I never got an apology from them. You know, it's like, what if this person passes? I never got to apologize for them. We never got to figure out what went wrong with us. It's like, I feel like there's other people out there that she's kind of had situations with where it's like, oh my God, I don't want this person to pass or me to pass or whatever to happen, and I never get to say my goodbye, or I never get to say my piece. She is a human being behind all this. She's not a robot, you know, contrary to what you would believe. She is definitely not a robot. She is a human being. The Star card shows up, so the Star card would be Ellen. It's about her at the end of the day. It's about her career. Alright? The Star card shows up in a placement of career, professional destiny, status in society. As long as Ellen's good, she's not bothered. She's not really worried. Alright? But it's like, there's something where it's like, they weren't close by the time he passed. They were not close, or as close as they used to be. So for Ellen, it's kind of weird to have, or to portray herself as having any more deeper feelings than she already has for this guy and his passing. It's like, you know, for her, it's like, oh, I feel bad, but, you know, prior to him passing, we actually weren't that close, or we actually had some issues. So it's like, You know, I know, the world wants me to grieve, and send love letters to this guy, and I don't know, post him on my social media, once a day, but it's like she's just not there. So she's like, how do I reconcile how I feel versus how the public wants me to feel? Does that make sense? And it almost becomes like, it's like, how does she approach grief in an authentic way? I mean, the only way to do that is to be authentic. Anything else is going to be seen as phony. So I just get the energy where it's like she sees him. It's like an employee who used to work for her passed away, and it's like, oh, that's so sad, But it's like an actual high profile employee. This isn't just an employee, who worked for the union, and it's like, oh, you don't hear about it. No, this is an employee who maybe worked for the union and was also their star in their own right. So you can't just let me send them a Christmas gift, or a $200, $500 American Express gift card and call it a day. This isn't that type of situation, Ellen. And I think she's at that kind of crossroads where it's like, I don't think I can throw a $1,000 American Express gift card at this. I think I need to do something more. It's all about marketing. It's all about PR, allegedly. All right. Let's pull a final card for this situation. We've gone on 41 minutes again. But child, y'all know, I mean, this is my job. This is what I do. So we could go for 3 hours, to be honest with you. I love my job, all right? And I'm good. I'm damn good at my job too, by the way. All right, let's pull a final card. What final message does Steven, Twitch Boss, and Ellen DeGeneres their ancestors have for them? Remember, if you guys want a personal reading, I am available on my website, LAMARRTOWNSEND.com, or you can text me at 703-791-9162. Okay, it says, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. This is so Ellen. This is so Ellen and her energy, and to some degree I feel like Steven, Twitch Boss, tried to adopt this energy, and maybe that's part of what got him into the situation he ended up in. It takes a lot. It takes a strong-willed, a cold-hearted, I will say, person, to be an Ellen DeGeneres. Alright? There's no way Ellen DeGeneres got to where she is without being strong-willed, but also without having a cold heart. Allegedly, I'll say once again. Let me read this one more time for you all. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Ooh. It's kind of like a double whammy, right? It takes a strong person to be unapologetic about what they desire. But it also takes a strong person to trust that what they focus on will grow. Damn. Ellen, you're cold-hearted, girl. I've got this icebox where my heart used to be. I've got this icebox where my heart used to be. No, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. No. Ellen, really? You have an icebox for a heart, girl. But it got you to success. But it did not work for Steven. Alright? Wow. I don't know what to feel, you guys. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you all for listening and watching. If you would like your own personal reading, I am available once again on my website, LAMARRTOWNSEND.com. I'll see you in your own personal reading. I'll see you in the next video. Either way, I will see you soon. I've got quite a few personal readings to get to, so if you're waiting for your personal reading, know that it is coming. I already received an email or a text message, I don't remember what it was, this morning about someone, you know, wanting to know, did you receive my email? So I'm like, oh gosh, here we go already, child, with the emails and stuff. So alright, you guys, let me go get to these clients. I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love and light. You know, whether you're a client, whether you're a watcher, whether you're a subscriber, it's all love. Love and light either way. I'll see you once again in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, we'll see you soon. God bless. Psychic with a T, the psychic with the T, that's me. That's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me. I don't care what the others say. Let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say. Let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong. This tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong. This tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with the T, that's me. That's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me. That's me.